Youth-based non-profit organization with increased charitable activities in Kenya held a consultative dinner in honor of the newly formed New England Kenyan Welfare Association Nekwa in an event attended by the most powerful contingent of Kenyan policymakers to ever visit the diaspora as a group. Among the top guests at the dinner included Maragua MP Elias Mbao, who is also the chairman of the Parliamentary Budget Committee.
What you've done is to form Nekwa. Did I hear it called Nekwa?
Yes.
You heard that?
Yes.
New England Kenyan Welfare Association. I got that right. New England Kenya Welfare Association. That's extremely good for you. You're the chairperson?
Yes.
Are you Wangeci?
I'm Wangeci.
Very good. So we are getting things. We are fast learners. To form that and then link it up with another friendly Kenyan organization, UINC.
Dr. James Nyikal, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Development.
Of the children of Kenya. Our ministry, the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Development, and one of our mandates of the ministry is to look at the welfare of Kenyan children, the protection of children. And this is basically why we are here. More worked with some Kenyans. Lund is here, he'll probably say something, and he's been working with the Child Welfare Society, where we have the chair here, the trustee here, and also the executive director.
And Dr. Ludeli Chweya, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of the Vice President.
Also busy preparing for the new election, the next elections. And what is so critical today is that we are making every effort, taking every step, taking every measure, taking every precaution, just to make sure that the next elections are peaceful.
Honorable Dr. Betty Tet.
I really would like to thank the Kenyans for being here with us. When you heard that we were coming, you made way for you to come here. And what I'd like to request you is to put us in your team so that we can be part of your committee, the chair lady. All of us put our names there and then tell us what will happen. So you can say we have our committee extended to Kenya and the only committee of America.
Yes. Thank you, Honorable Betty Tet.
Chairman of the Child Welfare Society of Kenya.
But it's because of the great achievements that were ahead. And because of that, because there has been phenomenal achievements. This is simply historical for Kenya. And there are great things that are going to come out of this meeting, out of coming to America. There are great achievements that have been achieved.
I know being associated with the UINC is going to technically support us to be able to help ourselves here and back in Kenya. We have, I've been going through a lot with the Child Welfare, Children Society Welfare of Kenya. And it is amazing what goes on. It is so sad what you see out there. And how are we going to help? Now we are here, we are begging you. The distinguished guests from Kenya, we are asking you, Nekwa is ready to help. Tell us what you need us to do.
And trustees of the Street Families Rehabilitation Fund. According to Maurice Boisvert of UINC, the agency decided to host the Kenyan Welfare Organization in this region due to the desire to involve the Kenyan community in their activities aimed at helping improve the welfare of Kenyan children back home. The delegation had been in the country at the invitation of UINC to visit the agency and see its operations. The delegation had been invited to attend the educational and collaborative tours of UINC agency with a goal to develop a better understanding of the agency's child welfare system with an emphasis on the foster care and community-based services for both children and families. The delegation also met federal, state and local officials in Massachusetts in order to discuss various sources of support developed for the various programs offered by UINC. The dinner party was held at the house of Lisa, who is Boisvert's daughter. During his welcome speech, Boisvert, the director of Inc., said that his agency was honored to have the most powerful Kenyan delegation that included government officials and officials of the Child Welfare Society visiting them. He said that he was happy that Kenyans in the region have organized themselves into a welfare association through which his agency can work with for further efforts to improve the welfare of the unfortunate children back in the motherland, as well as in the USA.
We have a wonderful group, the delegation from Kenya, but we have a wonderful group also who are now in the States, in the diaspora, who are actually planning and thinking about how do we relate back to Kenya and how do we build a stronger, unified Kenyan community in the United States.
He said that the collaborative knowledge gained by the two parties would enhance Inc.'s activities in Kenya through various projects they operate in support of the Kenyan Child Welfare Society organization.
The 8th grade and the legacy of James and his minister and the legislature and the treasury and the nonprofit. The legacy is going to be how we care for those children in Kenya by going through a process where Kenyan government invests in Kenyan agencies, not NGOs from other countries, but Kenyan government investing in Kenyan agencies to solve Kenyan problems, because that is the future, that is sustainability, and I am just honored, really, to have you all here. This is the most impressive, our Secretary of Human Services, the Juvenile Court Judge, the Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth. They have all said the same thing every time they've met this delegation. What an impressive group of people to come together to solve an important problem for Kenya.
Njeri Mbure reporting for AjabuAfrica.com in Worcester, Massachusetts.